Distractions are everywhere, literally everywhere. Right now I can see about 5 to 10 distractions in this room, which is going to be hard for me to focus because all I'm thinking about now is that thing in the corner of my eyes. So we live in an era, in a time where notifications are all over the place. You get email notifications on your phone, and not just that, you always have something to distract you. The human attention span has started to shrink over the years, and I've noticed that more and more with a lot of the youngins, but more so now with adults who have Facebook and all those other social media platforms that they can now distract themselves with instead of doing some work. Now, the 3 main reasons as to why people can be distracted is because the thing that you're meant to be focusing on is too boring. You're trying to get down to it, you're trying to do it, you're trying to put all of your energy and all your focus into it, and you're just like, you know what, man, I just don't want to do it because it's boring. So that could be revision for you youngins out there who's got exams coming up, or it could be for those that need to finish off some work but just can't get down to it because they just don't want to do it. The second thing is whatever you're trying to do is too hard. So if those of you that are trying to achieve something don't see the value in completing something, or don't see the value in finishing that task, or seeing the value in knowing how that task will help you grow, and it's just too hard for you, you're not going to do it. You're going to pick up your phone, pick up the controller and start playing PlayStation. And the third thing is distractions are prominent. And as I said, distractions are everywhere. You've got your phone within arm's length. You've got, a TV probably in the same room. You've got all these other things that you'd rather be doing in the same environment. So it's definitely going to be harder for you to focus and want to do the thing that you're meant to be doing. You're going to want to just engage in some escapism rather than doing your work. Now, one of the solutions to this is to embrace your distractions. You have good distractions and you have bad distractions. Bad distractions are the things that are going to keep you from your work and aren't going to give you any value. So for example, scrolling on your phone, everyone does it. I do it on a day-to-day basis. I've now got the screen time app installed, so I know exactly how much time I'm spending on certain apps. I'll tell you what, man, TikTok, that's the devil right there, man. I've spent so much time on that application in the last few months. It's crazy, and it's because you've got that small hit, that small dopamine hit every time you flick up or you like something or you see something that you like. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna waste more time. So that's the bad distraction. Having games consoles in your room. Now, I'm a gamer, man. I've been gaming since birth, but gaming is not bringing me any value when I'm trying to finish a task, like editing this video later on, or writing a script, or writing raps, doing stuff like that. Gaming is not going to help me. It may give me a short burst of creativity, maybe, but in the long run, it's going to just distract me from what I need to do. And good distractions are things like your family members. A good distraction is something that will help you on your way. So, for example, if I'm writing something or trying to figure out a topic to write, I flick through a book quickly. So I have books, like creative books. I'll leave a link in the description box below, I guess, of some of the books that I read. And I flick through a couple of pages, see a word, and that word sparks an idea. So I've got a book called The Book of Ideas. And literally, I was scrolling the other day through it, or flicking through it, and I saw the word James Bond. And then I made a rhyme. The first line of the rap was to do with James Bond. I was like, I'm on this mission like 007. So that sparked the idea for the rest of the song, and that's what I mean by good distractions. Also, I mentioned family members, talking to people. If you're at university and you've got your your halls, or you've got your door open in your halls, and people come in and out and whatnot, that's cool. Like, if you're a people person and they can help you be creative, or you can bounce ideas off people, that's cool. Like, having that sort of like environment where you have people like that, or you have an environment where the distraction is good. So if you're stressed out, you're revising, you're doing exam prep, whatever you're doing, if what you're doing is stressing you out and that distraction there is good, like human contact or talking to somebody, that's a good distraction that could help you potentially. The second solution is to make what you're doing enjoyable. If you're doing something you're not enjoying, you're not going to do it. You're going to always find an excuse to be like, you know what, I don't want to do that. And that usually happens with revision. So when I was in university or when I was in school and I was trying to revise for my exams, I always found it better going to the library with one of my friends, because then we would do like 25 to 30 minutes of revision. We'd go outside, we'd chill, we'd, I don't know, literally go get some food, and then we'd come back, revise for another half an hour and go out and do something again, and then come back. So that was our routine. If I was revising at home by myself, it was never going to happen. Like, it literally wouldn't happen. There was too much sound in the house, and again, there was too many distractions in the house. In the library, especially like we used to call it the reference library, like you weren't allowed to talk. So I'd have my music in, I'd get on with my revision and my work, and then we'd have our routine. We'd go out, we'd talk, we'd come back, and that was it. And that's what helped me get through. And that was the enjoyable part, like going out with my friend and like getting some food. Or I think we used to do gym sessions as well. So we'd revise for the morning, go to the gym, shower up, go back to the library, and then revise again. So that was one thing that helped me with making that activity enjoyable. And again, like writing my raps as well, the thing that makes it enjoyable, like I mentioned, gaming, like I'll literally spend like 15 minutes gaming real quick, and like I'd make it fun. Like I'd make it like a, you know, I wouldn't get bogged down by what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to achieve. Sometimes what you love can get a little bit boring. Like I love writing raps, but the days that I'm not creative, to me it just feels like a chore rather than something I want to do. So make it enjoyable, man. Putting the phone away in social media, this is an obvious one. Just put your phone away, man. Like I've got two phones. I've got one for social media and one for like normal stuff like WhatsApp, and you know, so people can message me on or whatever. I haven't got many friends, man, so no one messages me anyway, so it's all good. But like social media is literally, it's a madness. And I use the word madness because I will sit there for an hour without realizing, scrolling through TikTok. I'm not looking at anything. I'm not really absorbing any information. I look at specific things. So like if I see a video on crypto, if I see a video on, you know, like rap conspiracy theories and stuff like that, I will sit there and watch that video for no reason. Like I can watch those things later on. I follow pages, I see the updates, I can watch it later. But because my phone is right there, if I hear a ping, or if I'm like, you know what, I haven't jumped on TikTok in a while, like I'll jump on and waste all that time. So I have a social media phone. So if I pick up that phone, I know I'm making the conscious decision to pick up that phone, and I'm distracting myself from what I need to do. So I need to check myself and say, listen, don't pick up that phone because you don't need it. My main phone, like I said, is only WhatsApp and stuff like that, and usually I mute groups that I'm in, or I mute WhatsApp, or I put it on silent for a short time while I'm just doing my work. But social media, man, I think that is the biggest problem for a lot of people. So I think if you can work your way around that, like my second phone is like a cheapy old iPhone, so it's literally just consume content later on, like when I've got a little bit of time, or you know, when I'm not working. So that's one solution. Get another phone and put all your social media on that. Controlling your environment can be a tough one. If you live at home, for example, and you know, you haven't got much autonomy in terms of like, you know, changing your room around and stuff like that, then it's going to be difficult. I think changing your environment, like I said, the example of me going to the library, go to the library, do your work there, try and find an environment which is going to help you be creative, which is going to help you concentrate. If you see other people working around you, 9 times out of 10 you're going to want to work. Like I used to get distracted a lot, but when I was in the reference library, people used to work. Like I used to see them working, I saw them grinding, getting on with it, and I'm like, why am I, you know, I didn't think twice about doing the work. I was like, well, if they're grinding and working, why am I not doing that? So I'd get down, I get to work. But then like if you go to a friend's house, or if you go to like, you know, your family member's house and you try and revise, it's not going to happen. You're going to mess around, you're not going to be serious about it, you know, you're going to get distracted. So control the environment. You know, if you can move to another room, it's easier. So if you've got a dining room which is a little bit more quieter, or the living room, or a room where no one's at and there's no distractions. At the room I'm in right now, there are a few distractions, but this isn't my room. So like, if I wanted to really get down and work, this would probably be the room I'd do it in. I have from time to time done it in here, but like this isn't my room, so there's not all my stuff isn't in here. But my room next door, like I find it hard if I'm not in that mind state of I need to work, I need to get down to it. it gets hard. So change your environment. And the last thing is manage your time. Recently, I've discovered that my time management was horrendous. I literally just used to do things sporadically. I used to decide last minute, I'm going to do this next. I think discipline is very important when it comes to time management. If you're not disciplined in your time, if you're not taking your time seriously, then you will waste a lot of your time. And in this life, you know, if you lose money, you can make money back. If you lose a thing, you can always get it back. But time is something you'll never get back. So manage your time correctly. Keep a schedule. Write down what you're going to do at what time and how long for, and take breaks in between as well. Don't get bogged down by, I need to do something every single hour. That's why I defer. So for the next 12 weeks, I'm doing that. I'm scheduling in my time and what I need to do. And for the first 2 weeks, like every hour was full with something, and I'm like, I don't work like that. So now it is still in 1 hour increments, but there's like a little break in between to keep my mind fresh and ready and thinking about the next task. Guys, that is the video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure to like and share. And we're switching it up on this channel, man. Like I said, there's a new fresh channel, new content. So please show your support and love. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love. Take care.